I am Jadon Se, Golden Dragon of the Third Arc of Consciousness, and this is a message from the Dragon. Today's message: who can I trust? Dear ones, it has been a long, dark ride for the last several lifetimes. It has been a place of darkness, a place of deception, a place where it seems that the most powerful are the most wicked. This has not always been the case. There have always been good people that you have trusted. You have trusted lovers. You have trusted friends. You have trusted neighbors even. And that trust has paid off most of the time. And you have also had experiences where your lover ran off with someone else and broke your heart, or worse, deceived you, lied to you, betrayed you. Yes, dear ones, those are the hardest ones, when someone who you have let in very close uses that against you. It can take several lifetimes to heal from such a broken heart, dear ones. So yes, many light workers, such as you, carry wounds that run very deep. Maybe even trust issues, you might say. I cannot have a love of my life because I cannot trust to love again. If I let someone in close again, they may hurt me. And it will be even worse the second time because I could have seen it coming. Dear ones, in the end, the one you need to trust, the one with a capital O, is the Eternal One, the Omniscient One, the whole E or whole I Spirit. Yes, dear ones, your highest self. Your guides, the ones who are operating from a high place of divinity. Have you noticed that the higher we go, so to speak, humans are always saying high and low, light and dark. Well, the closer you get to the Infinite One, the Great Spirit, God, the more one tends to trust the messages from those guides. The highest divine is trustworthy on all levels. Indeed, even your local pickpocket and your local burglar can be trusted. Yes, it is hard to imagine, but they can be trusted with certain things. And you can trust a burglar to be a burglar. You can trust a pickpocket to be a pickpocket. Where do we look to find trust that allows us to move forward in life? Where do we look to find the courage to be vulnerable again? Indeed, all of us are completely vulnerable. Even golden dragons are vulnerable, dear ones. And the more vulnerable we are, it means the more open our hearts are. And when our hearts are open, they shine brighter. And when our hearts shine the brightest, bad things do not happen to us, dear ones. Have you noticed that the things that tend to happen are the ones that you kick yourself about and say, I should have seen that coming. I should have known that was going to happen. Or even worse, I knew it. I knew that was going to be the outcome. Look very closely at this, dear ones. If you knew it was going to happen, and it happened, what have we spoken about, dear ones? Intentions, implied or otherwise, conscious or subconscious. Yes, dear ones, trust. Who do we trust? What do we trust? Trust in love. Trust in the divine. And what, dear ones, is the divine? Have you noticed the word divine? Yes, dear ones, many words have clues in them, hints. Have you noticed that it is very close to the word divide? How curious, because it means the opposite. Divine or divide. They sound so similar. Well, dear ones, it is time to realize that love is unity, oneness. Trust comes from putting your trust where it should be, in the divine. Trust your guides. Trust your higher self. Trust whatever it is you feel is closest to the divine. Trust God, the angels. Trust this golden dragon, for I only want what is best for you. Indeed, trust is tricky. And who is it that is saying, I must be guarded here. I must watch myself. I must protect myself from pain or from heartbreak. Who is it? It is the 3D mind. Yes, dear ones, your heart is not an untrusting center of your beingness. Your human mind, tasked with survival on this level, has learned over the decades, over the multiple lifetimes in darkness and dark eras, to be very guarded, to protect us from heartbreak, from pain, from death, from starvation, etc. There are new energies, dear ones, on this world, and in this area of the cosmos. And most importantly, there are new energies emerging from the awakening of human consciousness. These new energies are energies that hint at the unity behind all things. They hint at the divine in everyone. They hint at the light hiding under even the darkest of the darknesses. Yes, dear ones, it is time for us to believe in love, believe in goodness, believe in the light, believe that our intuition, our guides, can guide us into greater light. It is time for us to trust our own selves, not just the 3D mind, but your true self with a capital S. If you feel into any situation, you should get a feeling rapidly that will answer you any question that you wish. Should I trust my husband? Do not wait for the answer, for your mind will jump in, and your mind will take time to compare this and that and the other thing, all the reasons why you might want to suspect your husband of doing something wrong. No, dear ones, your heart will answer without words, without delay, without a great pause. Simply drop into your heart, should I trust my husband to go to this site that may have all these beautiful women there. And do not wait for your mind to jump in. Just drop straight into your heart. Should I trust him? And your heart will immediately feel either an expansion or a contraction. If there is an immediate contraction, dear ones, then there may be good reason for you to look a little deeper, so to speak, or feel into it a little longer before deciding to just watch him walk out the door and into some situation full of beautiful women. And dear ones, you will not be able to stop him. What you are doing is feeling into whether or not you have a good relationship right now with your husband. This is not about fault or blame or shame, dear ones. It is about your heart knowing what is happening, what is real, and your mind taking time to throw up all sorts of doubts and fears and what-ifs. For that is the function of the mind, to plan out strategies of survival. What will I do if this happens? What will I do if that happens? Contingency plans. Yes, dear ones. A good mind will always have a plan B and a plan C, and will bring about certain protections or try to control certain aspects of a situation in some way. The heart does none of this. The heart simply knows. The heart, dear ones, is connected with your true self directly. If you are not accustomed to feeling into your heart, and you are not used to feeling your heart's state, this may take some practice. It may be difficult for you to get your mind out of the way, so to speak, for even a second. Your mind may immediately rush in and give you all the reasons why you should not trust a certain situation. But dear ones, your heart does know, with a capital K. Your heart will know immediately if something is trustworthy. Indeed, sometimes you have to trust a thief to be a thief, a liar to be a liar. And these are difficult things to deal with. But if you are stuck in a mental loop, so to speak, where some past trauma is impeding your ability to function or your ability to trust, then, dear ones, it is up to your heart to overpower your mind. This is no easy thing for one who has been using their mind so sharply and for so long, and has relied so much on their thoughts and their mental processes. It is difficult to simply allow the heart to lead. Yes, dear ones, the heart and the mind are best friends. They are not enemies. Your mind simply wishes to protect in dangerous situations or in survival situations, or is just simply helping you navigate through this 3D density. These are beautiful functions that the mind lovingly provides. However, dear ones, your heart is what is needed now. In this energetic, in today's world, your heart needs a stronger voice. Your heart needs at least an equal voice to your mind. Indeed, the heart should be leading at this point. Because we are headed on a track into a golden age, into something called ascension. And the only way to get there is through love and trust and light, goodness, joyfulness, courage. Yes, dear ones, you need to trust your heart. your higher self again has a direct link through your heart. So it is only your first step to trust your heart. Your heart is opening a gateway into your higher knowingness, your higher self, your truest guide, your best friend. Drop into your heart. And if you are having so much trouble doing this, dear ones, start the day by saying, I believe in myself. I was born here a beautiful baby, bursting onto the scene in this world, and I have seen all these things since then that have not changed who I truly am. I am still that beautiful, shining being that was born into this world. All of the rest has been draped over me like a wet blanket. Or in some cases, beautiful things have been added to you. It is not all darkness in this place. However, dear ones, it is a time now to be in complete trust and touch with the truest guidance in your life, in your reality, and that is your own heart. Do not be afraid of a broken heart. If somebody betrays you at this stage, in this energetic, they are betraying themselves. They are losing out on your love if they betray you. They are losing out on the relationship if it is a bad behaving husband. They are losing out on how beautiful I am. This does not call into question how beautiful you are, dear ones. You are a shining gem of the divine. You, dear ones, are magnificent, amazing, beautiful, astonishing. You are a gift to this world. You are a gift to eternity. Shine, dear ones. Do not be afraid of a broken heart. At this stage in the game, these are just bad jokes and old dreams, nightmares that may come back up to haunt you from time to time. Moving forward, anyone who behaves inappropriately is harming themselves. They are the ones who will not be ascending into the more beautiful realms until they work out their own stuff. Trust your heart. Yes, dear ones, your mind can still perform its functions, help as a guide through this 3D density while you are still in it. But, dear ones, that time is winding down. Those habits should be getting weaker, not stronger. Those guards can be let down more and more. I do not need to tell you that the only way to ascend and to walk into the light, into the higher realms, is to carry more love, more goodness, more compassion, more gratitude. All of the good aspects will get you there. If you are dragging a boat anchor of fear behind you, mistrust, suspicion, doubt, shame, these heavy burdens will not let you ascend. They will hold you back. It is a time to release these. It is a time for the heart to lead. I am Jadon Se, in love with your shining, brilliant, beautiful,